Welcome to another podcast of the current situation at Manchester United. I know it's a while you guys have seen me, and that is quite expected because, like I told you guys, I'm a virtual online student. I'm not making money off these videos that I'm doing for you guys that are for free. So I am not going to be doing as much videos as I used to do back in the summer or even back before the summer, like putting out content like 2 videos per week. No, I'm going to be doing like 1 video per week. I think that's the prerequisite of doing this video channel, but because there are previews to do, so I'll be doing that. Now here's the thing. In terms of matches that needs to be spoken about, like the Champions League, like the Premier League, it's downright definite that I'll be doing a video in that week span. I'll be doing a brief preview, especially on the Champions League, and I'll do somewhat of an extensive preview on the Premier League matches, because the Premier League matches is a very powerful league, and when it's a powerful league you have to expand on it. And but in terms of like the Carabao Cup, in terms of like the FA Cup, okay. See, this is a while you guys have seen, man. Like I just told you guys, I'm an online student. So, given that I'm an online student and to be doing these video podcasts, sacrifice myself, putting myself on the line of energy, putting all that energy, and knowing that you're not getting as much views, it's very much on my part. Because again, I know I'm not getting a lot of views on these video podcasts. Is me, and I should tell you guys about my motive, because I'm not doing these video podcasts for money. I'm doing these video podcasts because, despite they frustrate me sometimes, I genuinely love Manchester United and I want to expound and speak on the current situation at Manchester United. That's why you guys hear me say, welcome to the current situation at Manchester United. So that's what I am actually, that's why I do these video podcasts, man. I'm not doing it for cheese. I'm not doing it to please anybody. Like, no, man, life is too short for such shenanigans. But in terms of like the Carabao games or the FA Cup games, it depends on like the opponent. Like, for example, if you're playing like Preston North End, bro, or Sheffield Wednesday, I'm not going to be doing a preview on that. I don't need to. I think that game is straightforward. That in a second. A lot of things happened from the last time I've done a video podcast to now in terms of Manchester United, because Manchester United had a game this week, and I guess I have to be preaching this sermon until the cows start singing, bro, or the fat lady wake up out of her grave to be starting sing, because this is the thing I've been telling you guys, and of course some of you guys know this already, bro, but we need an implemented notification. We need an implemented symmetric style of play, man. We cannot be dependent on individual ability. This is not tennis, and even in tennis, in terms of like features, you're going to have a teammate to play with, and you have to go, put self aside and work alongside with the person that you're working with. You have to compromise a bit. So even in tennis, man, and football is not golf, man, so it's not an individual sport. Football is all about a unit, man, that is cohesive, on the same, it sings on the same pitch, it doesn't sing out of line. So when we're going to sing on a high pitch, we don't have any person singing on a low note. We sing on a high pitch. That is where everybody's supposed to sing at. We're supposed to be in sync. We're supposed to be in full acquiesce to our style of play, man. We cannot be playing like headless chickens, man. And I should have done a match reaction after Manchester United's game on Sunday, but bro, I was drained. You guys know I play football on Sunday, man, like in the morning, man. Honestly, I had time to do the video podcast, but assignments and energy, bro. Like I told you guys, man, I need energy to be doing assignments and doing these video podcasts. I'm a human being. I'm not a person that is a battery that is plugged in all the time. No, my battery goes on E sometimes, so I'm going to need a full recharging at some point. Now, Manchester United, not to get lengthy on it, because I know that game is long pause and supposed to be, because Manchester United, man, played against had a rebound game, at least in a different tournament, in the Carabao Cup against West Ham at Old Trafford. And I didn't watch the game, of course. I could watch the game. I didn't see, well, I saw the highlights, basically the goal, and that's it. So I cannot really expound on the highlights or the talking points of the game extensively. But man, we need a style of play, man. That if I was to die tomorrow, God forbid, if I was to die tomorrow, the last thing that would be on my lips is that I hope Manchester United has a style of play. That if there's one request aside from when I'm gonna die, put me in my PJs. It doesn't have to be an expensive box to bury me. Just dig a 6'6" hole, isn't me, and make me whole. Put me in the best pajamas out there. A custom made now. I love my things custom made. And put me in the box and put me in the ground, man. But if the last thing I had to say was, if I had to write down, scribble on a piece of paper with a piece of crayon, what was the last thing I want, was that Manchester United would actually have a style of play, man. We need a style of play, man. We cannot be progressing. A girl just reached out to me. We cannot be progressing without a style of play, man. We need a style of play, man. Yes, individual ability can cut the cake, man. It's not, the knife is not sharp enough to be cutting the cake. So without getting into a lengthy digression, man, it was a poor display against West Ham based on what I saw in the highlight. Manchester United needs to tighten their defense, man. We need a style of play. Martial has been at the stake. It's like they're trying to fry Martial, because it says that in January Martial and a few other players will be sold. I'm not sure how true this source of information is, but Martial has not been the same player almost for 2 years, man. If not for definitely over a year. He's not been the same player, man. And a lot of Manchester, see, this video I want to keep this video shorter than 30 minutes. There's at least two main divisions in when it comes on to Manchester United. There's actually two divisions in terms of the fan base. You have the objective, level-minded fans. They have their favorite players, but they constructively criticize those players when those players don't play well. And then you have a cemented facet of fans. They're subjective minded. They're narrow minded. When their best player is out of form, they try to say, well, it's just he didn't get the service today. And sometimes that could be true, but don't make that be your main talking point, man. Because Martial has been, for the past 3 years, Martial has been getting a lot of accommodation. I don't think accommodation is the best word, but Martial over the past 3 years, aside from his best season at Manchester United, which was 2019-2020, Martial has been getting a lot of slack. Not slack. Martial has been getting, because you have Martial FC and then you have the objective minded fans, and of course you have Pogba FC and CR7 FC. But the two main factions prior to CR7 coming, right? A lot of persons were backing Martial before CR7 came, and even before he had his best season, which was 2019-2020. A lot of persons were backing Martial and saying, yo, Martial, man, this dude is very talented. He's a confidence player, but that's the MO of any player, because not every player is going to be playing a very good match in any match or in every match. So Martial, yes, he's essential to the Manchester United squad, and it's unfortunate that Martial, you know, his number 9 was grabbed from him, was taken away from him, from not only Zlatan Ibrahimovic, but it was slapped onto Lukaku, and he got the number 11. But yeah, man, Marcel, although he hasn't been the Marcel in his first season, you know, where he was the main man of LVG's men, you know, he's still a play. He's a very good player, man. I mean, he won the Golden Boy in 2015. So how can you win the Golden Boy in 2015 and don't think this dude can be a world class talent, man? This dude needs time, man. So that was the basic cry of Martial supporters. That was the basic cry of Martial supporters. But it is coming to the realization of Manchester United fans that Martial may actually be a fraudulent. Let me repeat that. It is coming to the realization it's no longer a clouded imagination. It is a positive, not a positive, it's an objective judgment on Martial that he's actually a fraudulent. Persons are actually believing this dude is not as good as people thought that he was. Some person might say, well, man, Martial is not getting out of games, man. Of course, he's going to be rusty. So you can't expect Martial to be playing to playing good games when he hasn't been playing much, man. He's been rusty, man. Give him a break. Give Martial a break. Dude, if you're good enough, you're good enough. Period. So yes, rustiness plays a part, but that doesn't stop Martial from training, man. Martial trains with the side. So that's not an excuse to use. Martial trains with the side. Well, you know, Martial, I guess it's just personal problems off the pitch with Martial. Like, bro, we need to stop using these excuses, man. It's coming like it's coming like a circus, man. I think that's real. Oh, motherfucker. Holy horses, if you guys are if you guys are a long time viewer of these video podcasts of mine, I appreciate that, and you will speak in the language of appreciation by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. But if you're a long time viewer of my videos, you would know that the attire that I have on right now, it's commencing the fall right now. The fall is falling upon us, pun intended. It's getting chilly now. But in winter of 2020, a bit before and during the prime time of COVID-19, like in early January, February, March, April, May of 2020, this was the attire that I had on. The same color, the same this and that and that and this. So you're going to expect that a few times in this I won't say Christmas period, but in this fall period. No. So yeah, man. Yes, man. Martial has to see. Here's the thing, man. If Martial needs to leave, he just needs to say, "Yo, I want to leave." Isn't me? It's not benefiting me here, bro, because it's based on vibes. Isn't me? Because CR7 is here, Cavani is here, Rashford is here, Sancho is here, Mason Greenwood is here, Diallo is here. What's going to benefit me here, man? I need to leave. If he says that and he actually leaves, that's good. But bro, what benefit does it serve to you to be staying at a club and you're not getting much games and you're like 25, man? You're 25, bro. You should be getting games under a belt. You're making Mbappe have more goals than you, man. But Mbappe is playing in a lower league than you, given that. But at the same time, at least he's clocking goals, man. What are you clocking? You're not clocking no goals, man. You're not even clocking time on the pitch, man. And that's a testament to how you're playing on the pitch, man. You need to be working hard, man, if you want to stay here. If you want to stay here. But not to make this video clouded by negativity. Yes, so we're gonna play against Aston Villa. Yeah, man. The West Ham game in the Carabao Cup, man, that was an embarrassment, man. Embarrassment. Because all he needs a trophy. All he needs a trophy, and without getting lengthy, let us move on. So speaking of Cavani and Cristiano Ronaldo, He was asked, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was asked if Cavani and CR7 could be playing together at some point. And he actually stated, he said it's exciting to see them two play together. So, I'm not sure if they're going to be playing side by side or starting side by side come tomorrow against Aston Villa at home. It will be a very good sight, but I don't think two of them should be starting, because I know I'm a different cookie, bro, and I'm a different person from society, but I think Cavani and CR7 are the two. They have the same nature to them in terms of their striking instincts, their movement. If you have these two strikers in the box, bro, they're going to be bumming into each other because they're going to be moving up about in the box. They're not going to have a cemented stationary placement like a statue in the square that is just stationary. No, they're going to be moving. Cavani is going to be moving near the near post to get a header. CR7 is going to anticipate the header, so he's going to be moving all about. You see me? And I mean, that's just me. I want to hear what you guys have to say, man, because I don't think these two should be starting, at least starting. They can play when Cavani comes on as a cameo, but in terms of like starting, man, no, that's going to be very disruptive. I mean, it can be disruptive for the opponent, given that they're legendary goal scorers, but if you have two of the same nature, man, it's going to be like water and oil, man. They're not going to be coherent or cohesive. So again, that's just my opinion. What do I know about football? I'm just a nigga just rambling about something, right? But yeah, it would be interesting to see both of them play together. But if they're playing together, man, that's going to be a testament of the midfield, because you can put the best, bro. I've been telling you guys, if you have the best players, bro, and you do have a cemented self-player, the midfield is not creative enough. What sense does it make, man? You can rub your hand middle and you can't even get a goal out of that, man. So the midfield is very crucial. It's very crucial, not to only football but to Manchester United. We have very good midfielders. Some of them are playing. Some of them believe that they are staying. Some of them are on the bench. But yeah, in terms of the preview, because I don't want this video to be longer than at least 25 minutes. Manchester United is in a good place in the table right now. Okay. We are at least in third place behind Chelsea and Liverpool. Give me a second. We're in third place. That's a good guess on my part. With 13 points. Yeah, we have one draw. We are yet to lose a game alongside with Chelsea and Liverpool. So we're in a good place, right? But do not be fooled by the points on the table. Do not be fooled by the points on the table, because we still have to improve our style of play. And again, this is something I'm going to be preaching until my last breath has been taken. See, when it's kind of chilly, man, my lips tend to get a bit choppy. So expect me to be talking a bit funny sometimes. So yeah, we're in third. Wow, that's poor English on my poor English. We're in third place at the moment. Hopefully, we are going to advance in second and first place, because we don't believe in third place, man. That goes against our biological build-up. We're Manchester United. So we have Aston Villa to play tomorrow. Aston Villa is a decent side. They made a few they actually made a few good transfers in the summer. They made my brother from another mother from Jamaica, Leon Bailey. This dude should have gone to like Manchester City, to Chelsea, to Man United, or to Bayern Munich. This dude is an elite winger, man. This dude is an elite winger, but God had the calling that he goes to. God told him, say, yo, you're not going to no Bayern Munich, you're going to Aston Villa, man. That's your calling card. You're going to England, and you're going to play for Aston Villa in England. So I guess, he follows suit with the calling of God. So he's going to be a threat. Because we're going to play, it's Old Trafford, so we're going to play more attacking than we do away from home. We're not going to be as cautious as away at home. Leon Bailey, if you give Leon Bailey space, that's like giving Usain Bolt in 2009 space. Because both of them are from Jamaica, and yes, I'm including myself because I can run. We are pace merchants. You cannot give this dude a lot of space because he's going to annihilate us. This dude is very good when he's attacking. He's very direct in his dribbling approach. Danny Ings, who was a very good striker for Southampton, has signed for Aston Villa. Aston Villa they don't have their main man anymore, that is Jack Grealish. He's gone to the black side of Manchester. So he's no longer, at least he's not there physically, but I'm pretty sure that he's in the hearts of Aston Villa fans and in the spirit of Aston Villa fans. So we're going to have quite a testy match. Of course, Aston Villa is going to be a bit cautious because they don't want to get annihilated by Leeds United. So they're going to come together and be united in terms of a unit. So they're not going to, although they have a lot of players, but they're going to be playing on the break. They're going to soak up pressure and then release. They're going to be like a bubble, soak up the air and release. So that's what we have to expect tomorrow, man, because as good as we are, this is the Premier League, man, and things can happen that are not expected. So we have to be on our P's and Q's for tomorrow. In terms of the starting 11, and of course you guys leave your starting 11s in the comment section. Who is going to start? Man, I saw a post saying that Phil Jones is going to play back. I'm like, bro, put that time bomb elsewhere. We don't want Phil Jones anywhere our squad. We don't want Phil Jones. We don't need Phil Jones. Put that time bomb elsewhere. Now, into the starting lineup. Of course, is Dean Henderson on the bench. David De Gea is gonna start. Of course, starting 11's below. At right back is Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Oh, timeout. My bad. Aston Villa. In terms of, I was just talking about Liam Bailey. Liam Bailey is actually injured based on what I'm seeing right here. So, we have more of an advantage. Well, we have an advantage anyway because we're playing at Old Trafford, but we have more of an advantage given that Liam Bailey is out with injury. So, yeah. Now, resuming the starting 11. Of course, starting 11 is down below. Rafael Varane with Harry Maguire as the centre back pairing tomorrow. Of course, we have Luke Shaw at left back. In midfield, it's always a challenge to go with the midfield options. I think Fred is back in the fold given his suspension, which was out of his control because his I don't even know if it's his country of birth, but because he doesn't play like it, but I mean it's on his passport, right? But this Brazilian Fred, it's been said that he couldn't play because the Brazilian FA say, yo, if you're not making our players play for us, we're not going to make our players play for you. Simplicity. So that's the basic attitude of Brazil's FA. But anyway, given that I think that third has been, I think that third has passed its time now. So I think Fred is going to actually be starting tomorrow. Pogba is going to be starting. That's a downright definite. We know that. Bruno Fernandes will be starting tomorrow as the number 10. Matic. Scott McTominay is back. Wow, that's not going to sit well with us. will it? The McFred is back in motion. Crap. Man's kind of getting chilly. The midfield, Pogba. But see, if we have the McFred, then I guess Pogba will be pushed out wide or so. So that is going to be quite. We'll see how that go. But in terms of what I believe Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will be going with tomorrow, we know that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will not be picking Donny van de Beek. I have a better chance of being chosen by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to start in midfield than Donny van de Beek. But, so Donny van de Beek will be on the bench. I believe Fred and I believe this Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay and Fred will be starting as the midfield pivot with Bruno Fernandes as the number 10. On the right wing is Mason Greenwood, because he's been on form, he's been on fire. Someone set him alight. On the left wing we have Paul Pogba. Sancho will be on the bench because I knew this was going to come at some point, man. Persons are actually saying that Sancho is a flop for Manchester United. This is what I don't like, man. Sancho has been here for just 2 months, man. Give the guy a break, man. He's going to adapt. He's not going to be a Henrik Mkhitaryan. He's not going to be a Sanchez. He's not going to be a Memphis Depay, hopefully, God forbid. He's not going to be a Angel Di Maria. He's not going to be of that type. He's not going to be that type of. He's going to adapt at some point. He's going to adapt. So we have to give him time on that. So that is my starting level. Oh, of course we have the best, not only in Manchester but the best in the world, according to some fans. Starting up top is Cristiano Ronaldo. So starting 11s down below and your prediction as well. So recap in terms of the starting level: David De Gea, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Maguire, Luke Shaw. The back five including the goalkeeper. In midfield we have the McFred pivot. We have Bruno Fernandes, Mason Greenwood on the right, Pogba on the left hand side, and of course Cristiano Ronaldo as the main man, looking to be in the goals tomorrow. He's going to be in the goals tomorrow. So in terms of the prediction, I'm going to go out of my way and say this. I think Manchester United is going to. I think we're going to get the 3 points anyway. But in terms of the scoreline, I'm going to say 3-1 victory. No, a 3-0 victory to Manchester United. 3-0. 3-0. So leave your predictions down below, and I'll show to you guys. See, I can't make these promises because I'm just running on borrowed time basically in terms of energy, because man have a lot of things to do. But I'm going to make it a sacrifice to be doing a video tomorrow night after the match. So look out for that video. Again, like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll show it to you guys tomorrow after the game. Not immediately after the game, but later down in the day you'll hear from me in my match reaction video podcast. So until then, deuce.